Hello, people.
I stand here while eating ice cream and looking at you intently. Speak, Will, I say.
Well, if that isn't an elven stare if I haven't seen one. So, here's an update for, I think, our very first update for Super Smash Brotherhood.
Gods, we've been posting production diaries but no updates. What?
And trailers. So, as you may know, we got a new cast, and here in Florida, now you may have not have seen much of Ness yet. That is because the Alan from Jersey is moving here in March, next month.
Yes.
So we will get his scenes done, and pretty much I play a few villains here and there.
And a few other characters. I play certain characters and villains, as always.
Yeah, and if we are to have a fight scene between those two people, we actually got a double for me to fight a villain. If I'm playing the villain as well, we put makeup and everything so the fight scene can happen, so it looks like I'm fighting myself.
Mm-hmm.
And also, for the characters, as you may know, there was a link in the trailer, and in, I think, production diary number 3 or 4. That link was our neighbor. He was free of college, and he's not free of college.
He was like, he had some time, so he wanted to film with us, and
he thought it was a one-time thing for Link,
but he didn't realize
it was like a movie for Link, like in parts.
Yeah.
Now, this movie of Smash Brotherhood will be in. It was originally for 8 parts, but then part 8 was long when we edited it. It's not done editing yet, but we're almost there. Well, there will be 9 parts to this movie. Now you're wondering, what is Super Smash Brotherhood going to be? A movie, a series? It's going to be 3 movies.
Think of it like it's gonna be like kind of a mini-series almost, like
a mini-series. Like picture the Hobbit movies and the Star Wars movies, but shorter.
And in parts.
Yeah.
So not really movies, but mini-series. Like each episode, there's like 8, 9 episodes dedicated to a thing. So it's not really a series or a season of anything, but it's like its own little thing, movie, mini-series.
Part 1 will come out on March 15th. And then part 2, part 3, I'm thinking every Friday or Saturday. Every Friday or Saturday I'll post a new part. And since we're almost done filming it, it's possible because we have already filmed and edited it. So yeah, we're not randomly filming an episode and publishing it that day.
Yeah, we're going to be publishing things on time. There should be no delays from Smash Brotherhood first movie.
Yep. Now, the first movie was basically a test. That's why in the production diary he says there isn't a script.
Type it out. So we just don't ever have a script because he's being a freaking lazy Mary who doesn't write down scripts. Because he doesn't have scripts and he doesn't write scripts. So we don't have an actual script for the show. He doesn't write script because he does not like to write script.
Luigi and
Because
Wario.
I'm going to kick him into the pool. Let's do a test run of that, shall we?
Because, well, it was just like, you see, thing is, when I was saying there wasn't a script, there wasn't an actual script, like, formally. We just had ideas jotted down that we wanted to try out, like, we wanted to try out certain fighting styles, see how areas would work for certain things. It was basically like our kind of thing of like, okay, these are our ideas. What do you guys, the fans, think about them? Like, and yeah, that's basically it. So it's just basically a project to just see what new things we can do, how we can try it out, and how our new cast is. It's our experimental kind of thing.
And to see if we can make it better than young Mario Brothers.
Listen. It's basically, simply put, it's our experimental little project. But the second and third film,
more professional.
They're going to have scripts, and they're going to implement the ideas and things that we had in this one.
And the trailers weren't edited all the way. It's going to be in more HD, the parts, and the fight scenes will look more edited better, choreographed better.
You haven't seen anything until you've actually seen the parts.
We have practiced this time. We practiced before we filmed it.
Yes.
And, yeah, the movie 1 is basically just brawl and plot, and at the end it's going to lead into the second movie. The second movie is more of a movie than this because this was basically an idea of Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And movie 2 will have more of a plot.
This one was just laying out the like kind of basic foundation. It had a small story arc and whatnot.
The ending really is part 7, 8, and 9 are really the big parts.
They're the ones that really lead us into the next story arc for the second and third movies, where we have the big plot going on. We know who the bad guys are, so once the ending happens, then it's like, okay, we know what the bad guys are, we know what they want to do. Now we know where to go from here. Now we have a good story.
Now, why is Master Hand a human? Well, in the games, he's just a giant hand. Bowser, we didn't want him to be the main villain again because we've done that.
We've done that so many times. It got old.
So instead of a master like Shadow Mario, we said, hey, Master Hand is a brawl character.
Because we're doing Smash Brotherhood.
In Smash Brothers, Master Hand is
just a hand. So
Bowser is working for Master Hand in the game.
Oh yeah.
We don't have Ganondorf because he's just another gamer Link.
He's just another kind of character.
Yeah, we don't want to shoehorn him in this time.
Oh God, that was.
And yeah, so basically he's a human because this is if they were real people.
Yeah, basically we're just kind of making Master Hand, you know, what he would be like in our kind of world. That's what all of these Mario and Nintendo videos that we've been making have basically been like, what would it be like if they were in our world, you know? Like, not actual turtle Koopas things or floating hands, but
Super Show.
There's... Do not mention that. That show that never happened in the 90s, starring 2 human Mario Bros. And an animated series of Mario Bros.
Basically, now that we're in Florida, I'm not going to mention if this is a sequel to Mario Brothers, Young Mario Brothers. I want to test out something new, brand new and improved. So you guys decide whether it is or not based on what you've seen in the show.
Now, without spoiling anything, is there anything you'd like to say about the second or third film? Like, what your ideas are? Like, I mean, not without spoiling anything, of course. But do you have any big things that you'd like to say? Like, oh, this is why you should stay tuned.
This is why you should stay tuned. After the first movie, which is basically just going to the Brawl Tournament, everyone meeting, Toad is in this because he is attached to the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser and everything like that. And he helps Mario. Mario is basically framed like in Super Mario Sunshine. Now that we're in Florida with palm trees, we figured we'd throw that in there. And yeah, the second movie is basically... I don't want to say anything, because the second movie is the second movie.
The second movie, basically...
What
we will say...
Some villains are captured and some villains are not captured. That's all I'm saying. Is it a comedy, a parody, or a serious movie? It's like a serious comedy movie. Like, mostly comedy, but with serious. The second movie is going to be more serious, but this is to add up to that.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's end this, shall we?
Yes. Oh, there's one more thing I would like to say. If you see Link in the trailer, he is a different actor in the movie. Because that actor dropped out because he was busy with college.
Oh, switching actors so many times, it's ridiculous. Anyways, let's end this on a happy note, right, Bill?
Yes.
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step, and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario.